Wow, it's so good to be here. I want to welcome all of you. I'm Ann Pasternak. I'm the director of Creative Time, and I want to welcome all of you to the 6th annual Creative Time Summit. And we feel at Creative Time this is a historic moment because it's our first summit ever outside of New York City. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It feels great to be here in Stockholm, a city I love. And it's been thanks to a rewarding collaboration with public art agency Sweden. So hello to all of you who are here joining us in central Stockholm. And I also want to give a shout out to our global audience, which is joining us via live stream from all over the world. So hello to Marrakesh and Medellin and Beijing and Bucharest and Massachusetts and California and London and Paris. Welcome all of you. It's really, really exciting. Yep. And I want to give a most warm welcome to, of course, our family and friends in New York City. And if you're up watching this, you're either up very early or you've been naughty all night long. So no matter where you are, the summit is about leaning in and listening and learning and getting to know one another. This is about field building. Now, I want to tell some of you, because not all of you know what Creative Time or who Creative Time is. And so for those of you who don't know, we've been around for over 40 years now. And our mission is to help artists create trailblazing, experimental, bold public art projects. And what we're really about is trying to help artists engage with the debates and dialogues and big ideas of our time. And whether we do this by presenting, a giant sphinx, 60-foot tall sphinx made of sugar in a former factory in Brooklyn, or skywriting over New York City, or projecting films on city skyscrapers, or even sending an artwork into the geosynchronous orbit circling the Earth, there's always something in common with our work, and that is that we believe passionately that public spaces are places for free and creative expression, that artists should be experimenting, and that artists are not peripheral to our daily lives, but central. And therefore, we must help them, support them in their inquiries to engage in the big, difficult, important issues of our day. And the summit actually helps Creative Time do this because it helps bring us all together, to, like as we say in America, to lean in, to listen with care, to share, and to learn. And so we're really grateful that you're all with us to do exactly that. We're here today because the theme of the summit this year, which I know Magdalena Neda will talk more about, is taking on one of the really big issues of our day: the conditions that contribute to the mass exodus, refugee status, migration and immigrations of people around the world, and the very difficult challenges that all of our nations are really struggling with today as a result. John Berger said, "We only see what we look at." Seeing is a choice, and we're here together to exercise that choice, to really look at what's all around us. And I just want to share with you two facts. Did you know, for example, that more than 150 million people, that's 1 in 50 people in the world, live outside their countries of origin due to migration and refugee status? And the International Organization of Migration predicts that nearly 250 million people will be affected with migration and refugee status by the year 2050. We need to look at this, and we need to see what's going on around us. So I'm looking forward to experiencing this with all of you. I'm looking forward to hearing the presenters share with us how they're approaching these challenges. And I'm looking forward to witnessing all of you engaging with these issues. We hope that you will lean in, ask questions, share your thoughts, and even argue with one another. That is a sign of a healthy democracy. And I also want to recognize some of the people who have made this happen. In particular, I want to thank our Chief Curator at Creative Time, Nato Thompson. I want to thank our Director of Global Initiatives, the fierce Laura Rajkovic. I want to thank our Curator of Engagement, who puts the summit together every year, Sally Swede, who is supported by Dion Sugram. You'll meet them all. I want to thank the terrific Creative Time team and their wonderful collaboration with everybody, all the hardworking, brilliant young folk at Public Art Agency Sweden. And I want to thank our donors and board members who are here, who are so visionary to get behind the kind of work that we all care about. And I want to thank all the screening sites around the world who are not only screening this summit, but they're creating their own mini conferences, their mini summits within their own community. So thank you for being with us no matter what the time zone is. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to Magdalena Malm, the co-curator of this summit and the director of Public Art Agency Sweden. And you know, Magdalena, for a long time we have dreamed of having our summit outside of New York City, to see what it would be like taking it on the road, to feel what kind of community we could all build together. And so we're very, very grateful for the invitation to join you here in Stockholm. Have a great summit.